Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we're talking about if you should summon this weekend, and let me just say, alright, this esotericist faction, it's getting a big buff, and dare I say it, it could very well be the meta. Not today, but coming very soon with all the heroes that they're dropping in here. I'm telling you right now, it's going from one of the worst factions to one of the best, if not the best faction, and Malrik's going to play a big role in this. He's going to play a big role, and he's also part of the Infernal faction. Infernal faction's very good for the Abyss. The Abyss is something that everybody struggles on. Then you're going to have the Esotericist faction being very good for the Abyss. I mean, let me just say, Malrik's going to play a key part in a lot of people's strategies. He's got an amazing kit, and he's got an amazing awakening tree. Let me just say, this awakening tree is lit. I need to get this man to A1, and I need to get him immediately to A1. Let me show you the exact reason why. This A1 is insane. Elemental Covenant is enhanced. When we're talking enhanced, this is what the original ability does. You know, while in the same form, every 5-step basic attacks triggers Fire Blast or Ice Storm one time. If no basic attack is launched for 5 seconds, the next attack is guaranteed to trigger this effect. Okay, yeah, that's a cool passive. Then he gets this fat, we talking fat buff. Like, look at this bad boy right here. Fire Blast deals 60% extra increased damage and inflicts vulnerability magic damage. It is the small version, but nonetheless, a little bit of vulnerability magic damage goes a long way. 10%, we'll take it on top of 60% increased damage. My goodness, my goodness. Okay, now we talking Mr. Malrik. Then we come down here. If you have him in the other mode, which is the ice mode, Ice Storm inflicts freeze. Freeze, we talking unable to move, that type of freeze, unable to take action on enemies, reduces damage interval by 0.3 seconds and increases the chance to inflict Winter's Bite to 70%, guys, to 70%. What an amazing A1 to have right there. And then the rest of his awakening tree's good. I mean, this one increasing the attack speed by 20%. Yeah, that's cool. A5 is going to be absolutely insane. The hero gains an extra 10% damage increase when either the hero or a hero granted with the Wizard's Rune dies. Applies Wizard's Incantation on them, which basically prevents death one time when the carrier takes fatal damage. And also dispels all debuffs on them, restores 50% of their max HP. So like I said, what an amazing awakening tree. But realistically, most of us will be very lucky if we can at least get this guy to A1 or even pull a copy at all, right? We have to get extremely lucky. Unless you're a whale or a kraken, then you'll probably get him to A5, no problem. But most of us average Joes, we're not going to get this guy to A5 on this banner anyway. So A1, we'll take it. What a crazy A1 that is. But he has single target attack, multi-target attack, ally buff, hard control. I mean, this guy's got the ultimate kit. I would say the biggest knock on this guy's kit is I wanted to use him for GVG, but I want to keep him in the Frost form. Because Frost form is when he deals the Winter's Bite, and if you get him to A1, he'll start freezing people. That's going to be amazing. But the only way to control this is grants Wizard's Rune to the next hero deployed in attack range. This effect can only be triggered one time per deployment. So basically, if you want him in fire form, which is single target form, you want to lay down a ground unit right after you lay down Malrik. But if you want him in an ice form, or frost form, I should say, then you're going to need to lay down a platform unit right after. And of course, they will get this amazing buff, the Wizard's Rune. I mean, look at that. Increases attack, defense, and HP of the Rune Bearer by 10%. Amazing, amazing stuff right there. And the best part is this effect can stack with other effects. Like, what? So this guy's got a really good kit, and like I was saying, okay, I kind of got off track right there, but the one thing that is going to be a little tricky about this man right here is for GVG. You know, GVG, I would love to use this guy, but if he goes into fire form, that's not going to be good, because we don't get to control who gets laid down first. Only unless, I don't know, I didn't get to test it because GVG is non-existent in the test server. I mean, it's there, but nobody actually uses it, so I'm kind of in the dark on this. But if there is a way to maybe when we're placing them down when we're setting up the defense, to have him in the frost form, that would be legit, because this guy would be an absolute beast for GVG if you could keep him in frost form. Frost form's, I mean, he'll be one of the metas, guys. He'll be one of the metas for sure, especially because he's part of that Esotericist faction, which this faction's getting absolutely buffed. I mean, it's a good faction. It's a good faction, a good hero. Definitely need to summon. Everybody needs to summon on this banner. We need a Malrik in our lives. And you know, every banner, they always have the Batman and the Robin. And my goodness, they got 2 Batmans on this banner right here. Unfortunately, I have my Arrogance 2A5, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this guy is a booty clapping machine. He's got one of the best ranges for a fighter unit. I mean, look at that bad boy right there. He's good for AoE, he's good for single target, and he's one of the most versatile heroes in the game. I mean, I can't say enough good things about my man Arrogance. Looks really cool as well with the demon bow. And he inflicts the burning on the target. I mean, very good hero. And then we also have Maul. If you don't have Maul, you need to get him. Maul's an absolute beast, one of the best epics in the game. You also got Nazim. Nazim's good for Semra. Outside of that, I don't know too many other stages where you'd actually use him. And then you got Nasande. Before her rework, she was just an okay healer. Now after the rework, she actually applies a dispel, so she could dispel debuffs, which makes it nice, you know, especially for stages like Semra. Makes her a lot better. So she's a good hero as well. So overall, I'd give this like a triple S tier banner. This is an amazing banner. And you know, it's hard to say save your shards when you have the booty clapping squad on here, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the Esotericist faction getting the buff that they're going to be getting in the near future and possible meta status. I think it's all going to start with Malrik. Everybody needs a Malrik on their team. Then we have the big question that everybody has been asking me. It's funny, someone in my guild, his name is Sinop, a good friend of Dr. D's, he said WWDDD, and I was like, what the heck does that mean, brother? And he said, what would Dr. D's do? And I was like, I'm listening. So he asked me, and a lot of people's been asking me this, should I summon for Solcadens or should I hold my shards for Nasty? Because she nasty with it, right? So what would Dr. D's do? So I gave him the best advice that I could give, and I'm going to give you guys the best advice as well, all right? So we got my man Solcadens. Solcadens is an absolute beast, especially if you're trying to do progression on Abyss. He's one of the best lords, if not the best lord for the Abyss. I mean, this guy absolutely downs that magic shield, and that's the shield that everybody struggles on, the magic shield. But we also have Nasty right around the corner, and all the heroes that they're releasing, especially Numeria. Then also there's going to be Nasty, and I don't know, that faction's going to be absolutely insane. So this is going to be my advice. If you are free to play, like my boy Sinop is free to play, but the only thing is he has 300 ancient shards. So what I told him was, since he has 300 and he is free to play, what I would recommend is pull all your shards until you hit that Lego Lord. Once you hit that Lord Lego and you reset the pity, whether it be Solcadens or it be someone else, then you stop. You stop and you wait until the next banner, you stop and you wait for Nasty to come out. And that will give you time to save up some more shards, and you're guaranteed a Lego after 200 summons. I believe it's 200. So let's say he goes to hard pity. Let's say he just came fresh out of pity. I don't know what the case was. He'd at least have 100 ancients remaining, and he would have time to save up more. So I think that would be the best route to go for him. But a lot of you guys are probably like, yo, D's, I don't have 300 ancients. If you are free to play and you don't spend money on the game, or if you're a low budget spender, like you just spend here and there, you're not trying to spend an arm and a leg for each banner, right? Then my best recommendation would be to hold your shards for Nasty. I think that faction's going to be absolutely nasty with it after all these heroes get released, and we would hold off on Solcadens. But if you're a spender, you spend money, shoot, go for Solcadens. He's about that life. Go ahead, risk it for the biscuit. The juice is worth the squeeze. Me personally, I'm still undecided on if I'm going to summon for Solcadens or if I'm just going to save for Nastia. it's tough. It's tough. I think I might skip this banner, but I don't know. I'm kind of a summon holic. Like each time a banner comes, I'm like, oh, I'm going to skip it. And, you know, I end up summoning anyway, whether it be on stream or off stream. But, you know, I don't have Solcadens on my account. So it's a little appealing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll probably hold off. I'm going to try to anyway. I definitely want Nastia. Well, actually, let's just call her Nasty because that's what she is. She nasty with it, you know what I'm saying? But you guys let me know in the comments what your guys' thoughts are. I mean, even on this banner, you also have Eunomia. Eunomia's cool. She's a support. I mean, she's cool though. She does a little attack speed increase and it increases attack speed by plus 100 for everyone in range. She also has really good heals. And on top of that, when you pop this bad boy 2 times, it remains permanent. So Eunomia's cool. Definitely not someone I would say, oh my god, you need to go all out for, but Solcadens definitely the juice is worth the squeeze. But you guys let me know what your thoughts are. What are you guys going to do? Are you guys going summon on both banners? Are you guys going summon on one banner? By the way, I will be doing a summon party. Make sure you join it. Make sure you're in the Discord. We're going to a summon party and it's going to be lit. It's going to be on the reset for the Solcadens banner, guys. So anyone that joins, if you want to save up your shards or if you can hold your shards until Saturday for the Solcadens banner, hit me up in the Discord. We'll go ahead and have an epic summoning session. But that's all we got for tonight's video. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.